Hello, good morning students. In today's class, I am going to explain some more examples related to third application of dimensional formulas. In previous class, I had explained two or more than two examples, and in today's class, I am also explaining two or more than two examples. Okay? The first example is derive the relation between wavelength lambda, Planck constant, mass and velocity. So, wavelength produced by a moving object lambda is depend on Planck constant, mass of the object and velocity of the object. So, it is a proportionality sign. We can remove here lambda is equals to proportionality sign removed here by by using equals to and constant. K is a constant, it is a numerical constant, and H is a Planck constant, M mass, V velocity, and power of the H is A, power of M is B, power of V is C. This is equation number 1. And we can put here dimensional formula of lambda. Lambda is a wavelength. So dimensional formula of length is meter, unit is meter, therefore dimensional formula is of lambda is L1. So M0, L1, T0. K is numerical constant, that's why there is no dimensional formula of K, it is a numerical value. H is a Planck constant, the dimensional formula of Planck constant is M1 L2 T minus 1. Here, E equals to S nu according to Max Planck law. H equals to E by nu, E is the energy, M1 L2 T minus 2 and nu is the frequency, T minus 1. So T is moving upward, so M1 L2 T minus 1 is the dimensional formula of H. Planck constant. M, okay, 1, M1, L0, T0, V, M0, L1, T minus 1. M0, L1, T0 equals to K, M, A, 1 multiplied by A is A, L2, A, T minus A, M, B, L, C, T minus C, okay? And here, M1, L1, T minus T0, K, M, base are equal, that's why power is adding. L, base are equal, so power should be added to 2A plus C. And T minus A minus C. Base are equal, so power should be added. Now comparing equation, we have two equal sign here. So if base are equal, then powers are equal. So A plus B equals to 0. 2A plus C equals to 1 and minus A minus C equals to 0. By adding equation 2 and 3, minus A minus C equals to 0. So C to C cancel. 2A minus A is A and 1 plus 0 equals to 1. So A is equals to 0. A equals to 0. And now putting the value of A equals to 1. Putting the value of A equals to 1 plus B equals to 0, then B equals to minus 1. A 0, B minus 1, and if we have to put here A equals to 1, so minus 1 minus C equals to 0, then minus C equals to 1, so C equals to minus 1. Okay? A1, B minus 1, C minus 1. Now putting the value of A, B, C in equation number 1, we get lambda is equals to K H 1 M minus 1 V minus 1. So so formula is lambda is equals to H upon MV. H upon MV down, M and V is having negative power, so it's shifting towards downward. That's why power is going to be positive. So K is constant. K according to experiment, value of K equals to 1. Then the formula is lambda equals to H upon MV. It is a de Broglie equation. It is the relation between lambda, H, M and V. Okay. Now one more example. If coefficient viscous force F is depend on coefficient of viscosity, radius of the ball or radius of the sphere, and terminal velocity of the object. Power A, B and C. So F is equals to, we have used here constant K, eta A, R, B, V, C, where F is the force, viscous force. So dimensional formula of force is M1 L1 T minus 2. K is the numerical constant, there is no dimensional formula. Eta is a coefficient of viscosity. So what is the dimensional formula of eta? Dimensional formula of eta we can calculate here. M1 L1 T minus 2 upon L1 and L1 T minus 2. T minus 1, sorry. So L1 to L1 cancel. The dimensional formula of M1 L minus 1 T minus 1. Okay. The dimensional formula of coefficient of viscosity equals to M1 L minus 1 T minus 1. So we can put here M1 L minus 1 T minus 1, power is A, and R is having only L1, B, and velocity is all, dimensional formula of velocity is L1 T minus 1, so power is C. This is the equation number 1. Okay. After solving we get M1 L1 T minus 2 is equals to K MA L minus A T minus A L B L C T minus C. Okay. Now base are equal, that's why power should be added. So M1 L1 T minus 2 is equals to K M A L minus A plus B plus C. Minus A plus B plus C, T minus A minus C. Okay. Now base are equal, that's why power should be equal. So A equals to 1 by comparing masses, by comparing length. L minus A plus B plus C equals to 1, and my equation number 2, this is equation number 1, and minus A minus C equals to minus 2. Okay, this is the equation number 3. With the help of equation 1, 2 and 3, we can find the value of A, B and C. The value of A is 1, so put the value of A is 1 here. So minus 1, minus C, minus 2. Okay, minus C is equals to minus 2. 1 shifted here, so minus 2 minus plus 1 is minus 1. So C equals to 1. Okay, A is 1, C is 1. Then value of A is putting here minus 1 plus B plus C1 equals to 1. 1 to 1 cancel, and B equals to 1. 1 shift here, so B equals to 1. So value of A1, A equals to 1, B equals to 1, C equals to 1. Now putting the value of A, B, C in this equation, we get F is equals to K eta 1 R 1, and A value of A is 1, value of B is 1, value of C is 1, and value of C is 1. So F is equals to K eta R V. The value of K is the numerical constant. So according to experiment, value of K equals to 6 pi. Here, look here. 6 is the numerical value and pi is the angle. That's why the angle has no dimensional formula. So F, the formula should be F equals to 6 pi R V. Okay, this is the relation between coefficient of viscosity, radius of the ball, V is the velocity, and F is the force, viscous force. This is a viscous force that it is developed when a ball or a cylindrical body falling inside a liquid. Suppose this is a cylindrical tube jar. a liquid filled in the cylindrical jar, and here is ball, it's moving downward. When we drop the ball inside the liquid, it's moving downward. Then liquid applied the viscous force on the ball. That's why the mass of the ball is m, radius of the ball is r, velocity, final terminal velocity is v, and coefficient of viscosity is eta, right? And the drag force is applying on the viscous force is applying on the body is F. So F, R, eta, and V. This is the relation, and this is the formula. It is called, this formula is known as Stokes law. Okay, I think in today's class these two examples are very useful to you all. That's why in next class, if you have some problem, so please ask me. I'll try my best to explain to solve your problems. Okay, thank you.